What up, figure freaks? How you doing? Gingervitis, your blue-collar collector, coming at you with another action figure review. I hope you're all doing good, and welcome back to the channel. A little out of order there, but today we are doing the review of the Marvel Legends Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest 2-pack, Hank Pym Giant Man and Janet Van Dyne the Wasp. Little look at the front of the packaging here. What do we got? We got like some beakers and test tubes. A little, I don't know, is that like a computer tablet of some sort? And is that like a miniaturized Quinjet? What the fuck? Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I hope those antennas can be straightened out because they look kind of odd. And Hank Pym looks like an asshole in both of his various heads. Has he got the same fucking smirk? Jeez. Is this like when he's in his like wife beating phase? Perhaps. Looking at the box, we got an old school picture, some artwork from early Avengers, Wasp and Giant Man. We got a little, looks like a cover of the Avengers early on, and a little right up here, Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne used Pym particles to manipulate size and defend Earth as members of the first Avengers team. We got other languages back there, same pic on the side. We got that on the top of the box, and we got that barcode. So let's open this baby up and see what Wasp and Giant Man are all about. All right, out of the box, out of the packaging. Now I do have the wings and the kind of short lab coat, but we'll put those on later after we get through the paint and articulation here. Let's look at Hank Pym, the husband in this very happily married couple here. He's got a big fucking head. Wow. I don't know if that scales right. It just looks huge. Wow, good range on that though. I'm just kidding. So yeah, we got the Sunfire Buck here. So, you know, we went from, what was it, the Bucky Cap to the Sunfire to the Vulcan. And the Vulcan is the newest one. It's pretty awesome. I don't know. I think he could have been put on the Vulcan Buck, but whatever. I think they wanted to make him a little bit smaller. He's not as like ripped up and big as like, say, Captain America. God, he's got some pretty big fucking arms though. Articulation wise, you know the deal. That big ass head does rotate and pivot quite a bit. He does a nice exorcism. We do have the butterflies. Shoulder goes up about like that. Round and round. We got that bicep cut. We got the double jointed elbows. We got the pivot and twist on the wrist. And the pivot is down here. It's not actually on the palm. We have that stomach crunch on that old kind of dated buck, on that old dated torso. We got the twist there. We got this belt, which is, yes, it is loose. hip joints for the splits. We got the thigh cut. It's pretty nice how they just did two different kinds of plastic. We got the blue and the red. Didn't have to mess around too much with the paint there. Double jointed knees. Easily kicks his own butt. Pinless, of course, boot cut. And then we got that tilt and pivot on the ankle rocker. Let's pop this guy off. I want to see this face on him. See if it looks any better. His head just looks enormous. Come on. I think that's it. There we go. Still looks kind of big. I think they should have just went with the Vulcan buck. I don't know if they're trying to save money or what, but Jesus Christ. And the plastic in the legs is pretty fucking soft. It's actually not that bad. So accessories, I guess. We got that other head. We do have that lab coat. And we'll pop that on here in a little bit. We got some alt hands. So he's got a trigger hand and a fist, you know, because he's got to fucking put the smack down on Janet. She's nasty. And some grabby hands. This is like his fucking... no, never mind. Yeah. And then here is like his little, like, carry around tablet computer with some fucking dog hair on it. All gunmetal on one side. We got a little paint over here. Not much. Bloop, 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 bloop. Beep, beep. Kind of cool. So he'll be wearing that lab coat when he's displayed. He's going to be holding this and he's going to be... Yeah, that's what that trigger finger is for, right? He's like... He's hitting all the buttons. And then he's got a couple bongs. So, you know, when things go bad, he can be like, honey, just take a bong rip. So, got a couple bongs. This is a nice bong, though. Look at that shit. Is this a graphics? I don't know. So, all jokes aside, we got a couple beakers, but we're gonna act like they're bongs for this little segment. And then we do have a miniaturized Quinjet. We got the A there on that fin, the wings, all silver gunmetal except for we got the black wheels on the bottom. Pretty cool. I like it. Wish there was a little like peg or something down there. Could display it, you know, on a little stand. That would have been nice. Let's get into Janet, the WASP. She's got fists affixed to the figure and then these kind of power wielding hands. And we got the wings. So each set here has the two wings, the upper, the lower. And then she has the spare head without the mask or cowl, whatever you want to call it. This is pretty nice though. These do come out. They just slide out like that. Kind of got a hockey stick thing going on there and you slide them back in. They do move. So when they're in the package, they're like this, and I was like, uh-oh. But I kind of like them like that. This actually rotates the little earpiece and the little microphone all the way around and all the way back. Head goes down like so. Pretty good range right there. Looks up. Pretty decent. Not too bad. We don't have the new female buck, so there's no diaphragm or chest swivel. It's all down in the waist, and it twists. She does the twist. With that skirt, it looks like she should be doing the twist. And then a little bit of pivot there. So kind of like the jean gray that we got not too long ago, and I don't know. They could have thrown both of these. I think both of these figures, Hank and Janet, they could have done a better buck or torso. Double jointed elbows. The cuff here, or the glove cuff, is glued on, but we have that pivot on the fist and it twists. Bicep swivel, shoulders up like that. It does twist around and around. Double jointed pinless. We got the hips down there. The skirt doesn't really like hinder that at all. Thigh cut, double jointed knees. She can kick her own butt barely. No boot cut, and then we got that tilt and pivot on the ankle rocker. So not bad looking though. I would say, for my taste, Janet is a much better looking figure. I would say. I just feel like Hank is just like on that old fucking Sunfire buck. And that's not a deal breaker by any means. It just looks dated to me. So I think both of these could have been... Oh, we got a little paint smudge there on that W. A little black coming through. I can fix that easily, though. Any reason I need to bust out the silver paint pen, and I'm on top of that shit. Like stink on doo-doo. Let's look at this head here. Whoops. Kind of smirking there. She thinks she's smart. This is before Hank pops her. Shit, I gotta stop. I'm sorry, guys. That's insensitive shit. This is after. I'm sorry, baby. Where's my dinner, bitch? Nah, okay. We're done. We're done. I promise. So yeah, let's get these guys all geared up and, all their cool accessories. I'll try to make them look pretty, and we'll do some posing. And then we got quite the display planned for comparisons. I'm busting out like 20 figures, so stay tuned, guys. Alrighty, we got a little setup here, and, Janet is flying around, so I had to go find some power effects. I mean, what would have made this figure just a little bit better, just that much better, would have been some power effects. You could have done like hands with the effects like coming out or built into them, or something similar to like every fucking Iron Man power effect we've ever gotten in our life. Something that's kind of shooting outward, looks kind of like a blast, but it would be her stinger effect. So that's unfortunate, but I got this, and then we'll see. I don't know. I'm going to try this one in the next frame. See if this one looks a little bit better. I put 2 of these on the new Mysterio figure, the retro carded one, and I'm not going to say it made the figure, but it made the figure. It really fucking pops too, by the way. We'll check that out in a little bit. Hi, honey. And Hank's over here like, I don't have time. I'm too busy. And he's got his bongs. Like, come on, chill out, Hank, and take a fucking bong rip, brother. I found another beaker in the back room when I was kind of searching for the power effects there. But yeah, he looks pretty cool. He's on his little tablet thing, working away. I gave him a little briefcase on the table. We got the little mini Quinjet, of course. I showed you that before. Pretty cool. I mean, that's a neat little extra. He used his PYM particles to shrink the Avengers Quinjet. So it's, it's kind of a fun little extra, and so are the bongs. The tablet's cool. The trench coat is cool. I would have liked longer, like down to here. Maybe some pockets. I don't know. Still, not bad. He's a great figure. He's got some really cool accessories. He is on a dated buck, but at least it's like pinless, and it's not like, I don't know, on like the old Spider-Man buck that was like rail thin. But I'm still going to say that I think the WASP is a better built figure. Unfortunate we didn't get the newer buck with the diaphragm swivel. We just got the waist swivel and pivot. But she just looks good. The wing set is kind of the same as all the WASP wings that we've gotten. I think the one that I'm pretty invested in replacing my current Hank Pym and WASP figures. So, yeah, just to make comparisons, we'll bring those out. But I think these wings are less see-through and the other ones are like more, translucent, I guess. They're kind of the yellow ones. You'll see. We'll do comparisons and we'll see. Let's get these guys up on the turntable. Not now, Janet. God damn it. All right, here we got Giant Man and Wasp up on the turntables. Giant Man Hank Pym is swinging into action with his lab coat. He's got his cowl on. He's doing his little, badass super kick. Got one fist, got one grabby hand. I'm still trying to figure out what these grabby hands are for. Why would he have two of these? I don't get it. I mean, it's not to hold the bong, because look at that. It doesn't hold it. If you want him to hold the bong, and he's going to have to hold it for Janet, too, and be like, here, Janet, I'm sorry. You're going to have to put it into this hand. That's the only way it's going to work. If I can even get it to work. See, there we go. Oh, nope. Never mind, I lied. Here, I'll get it. Oh, I gotta start over. I gotta start filming again. No, I'm not gonna. Don't do it. See? There he is. Look at that. He's got bong drawing pivot. Look at that shit. All right, I can't do it. There we go. That was better. So, but still, yeah, despite kind of the mysteries of it all, pretty nice figures. The Giant Man is a good figure. It's just a little dated. I would have liked to see him on the Vulcan buck, but the legs are looking pretty nice. The paint looks good. I like the jacket. I think I'm gonna keep the cowled head on Giant Man. For her, I don't know. I kind of like the old school look of this, and I like the little headset microphone and the antennas. I think that's fucking rad. That's old school Avengers shit right there. Probably give her the pink power effect in one hand and have her kind of posed out like I do right now. One fist, one power wielding hand, and yeah, I don't know. With Giant Man, there's so many options. I would like maybe holding the bong or holding the tablet and tapping away. I think that this head is enormous. Is this like a Steve Rogers head from the 20th anniversary? I don't know. Maybe it's not, but it kind of looks like it. But man, he looks pissed. Fucking women. God damn it. He's an angry motherfucker. So, yeah. Still, I like these figures. I'm glad I got them. I was concerned about that because, again, I am super invested in replacing my current Wasp and Giant Man figures, and we'll bust them out here in a second. What I'd like to say also is, when are we going to get that yellow jacket? When? That figure's going to be so dope. We got to get a yellow jacket in 2026. Just a regular size 6-inch, just like this guy, you know. Get them on the Vulcan buck if you can, though. Please, please. As far as those giants go, we got a lot of giants. We did get the Giant Man for the HasLab last year. But what about guys like Atlas? Or Black Goliath? Maybe the Hawkeye Goliath? Or just the other regular Goliath in the brown suit, you know? I don't think we need a yellow jacket that's humongous. He was kind of more like a normal size kind of guy. But he's got to come with stinger effects for sure. Because that was part of his power, you know? He was jumping around like Spider-Man and stinging people with the stingers. And so, please, yellow jacket 2026. All right, here we got Giant Man, Hank Pym, and the Wasp, old and new. All we gotta do is talk about the old because we already talked about the new. And here, I can't remember, is this like Avengers Mandroid Build-A-Figure wave, Hank Pym? I think this was like when he was kind of like a S.H.I.E.L.D. lackey. It was during like the Brian Michael Bendis years, you know, like when they were doing like New Avengers and Dark Avengers, Secret Invasion, Civil War. You know, Brian Bendis was in the driver's seat for that. And I think it was during that time that Hank Pym was wearing this suit. And it's not too bad. It's kind of military. It almost matches up with the Cap suit, except there's no star on the chest. Looking pretty good. And this figure has stood up a long time. It's got the pins, elbows, and knees. But still, good looking figure. Almost more muscly and ripped up than the new one, I would say. But this is the old Bucky Cap Buck. So, still looks great. Do I need this guy now? Hell no. So this guy, along with his wife, is going on the eBay or marketplace, and I'm going to try to get rid of him as a set. I mean, husband and wife. Why not, right? So, yeah, I don't know what else to say about this guy. But I do like this figure. It'll be kind of hard for me to give up, but I'm going to do it. And then this is an equally old figure, I would say. You see the very translucent wings, where there's a little more paint on the newer version, but this is like the WASP, and she's got the torso swivel, which is kind of cool, but it's all loosey-goosey. You don't have that much to kind of counterweight the wings, but if it gets loose, you're in trouble, but it seems to be holding up okay. She does have that power-wielding hands. The face is fucking atrocious. I mean, those old school female faces are pretty bad, but let's check her out here. Yeah, eyes are all googly. Damn, girl. Yeah, they've come a long way, because this looks like a little, like, kid, you know? And it's not that well done, but it's old. And with her, like, I want to give her a nice big kiss. But, you know, then Hank would have to slap her up. Hank, what are you doing over there? Oh, my God. I'm just sparking it up, dude. Taking a little toke. Oh, yeah. All right, we got some other Winged Warriors. But first, I just wanted to point out this background. I'm going to get rid of it, too. But this is what came in the 2-pack Wasp and Giant Man. And I like this, and I don't think I've seen it before, but it's got a lot of Avengers. You even see like Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Falcon, Miss Marvel, Hulk, Black Widow, Thor, Cap, Black Panther, Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch. So I think, did I say Vision? But pretty cool. We haven't seen this yet, so I'm sure we'll get it plenty more times in different colors and whatnot, but I'm going to hold on to this one for now just in case. And then we got our Winged Warriors. We got the Phoenix Rachel, Hound, the Excalibur mini comic book. Pretty nice figure. No complaints on this one, I would say. Like the spikes. The look is totally what she was sporting back in the 80s. I like how the fire wings effects, they're pretty awesome, so nice. And then we have Warren Worthington the Third, the Angel. We'll shift over here. Very happy about this figure. I think he's underrated, and people are kind of complaining, oh, we didn't get the blue one, boo-hoo. Oh, are we going to get an X Factor one? Hopefully. I hope we do. I wouldn't mind getting, I think it was like, I know Beast had like the brown and yellow, but I think he had like a brown and white or something. Like maybe for like right before he got stuck by, who was it? The fucking Marauder guy. It's not Javelin. Oh, fuck. I can't remember his name, but they're like, he got his little like spears stuck in his wings, and so they had to cut him off, and Apocalypse offered him his wings back in metallic wings, and he became the Archangel of Apocalypse. And I would love to see an updated Archangel, like the purple and the red one with the like Scully kind of face, you know, maybe give him a blue human face, you know, but I would like to see an updated one with the new metal wings that came with the X-Force Archangel. And I'd also like to see this guy in the blue with the halo and the kind of blue instead of the red. It's like blue and white. I remember back in the day for the Toy Biz series, we got the Chase, so he had the red and the blue costumes separately. So yeah, I really think this was an underrated figure. The wing set is pretty close to the same, but it's the small little updates here and there, and the figure is nice. I think it's on the Vulcan buck, so he's a nice looking figure. All right, I'm gonna take a quick little break, and I'm gonna try to fix this just little teeny, almost microscopic flaw in the W there on the chest. I don't know. But let's see what happens together, okay? All right, I think I did an okay job. I don't know, it's still drying. I think it'll look better in a little bit. Oh, what? So I tried it with this one, which is the Craft Smart silver pen, and it just didn't look right. It really stood out. It was way lighter than the silver that's on there. So I wiped it all off and started over again. I tried with this metallic paint marker. This is a higher quality, but it was a little bit dark. It didn't quite look like the black that's on her chest, but it wasn't far from it. I covered that up with this, kind of combined the two. I let this dry first, of course, then applied this, and it turned out a-okay. I mean, it looks better than before, and we'll see what happens when it fully dries. So here we have some more comparisons. We have the Atom from DC Universe Classics. This is another size shifting scientist. Ray Palmer, the Atom. Love this guy, love the character. Really dig my DC Universe Classics. Not sure what that is, if you can pop that out, and there's a little hole back there, but Mattel is got back the license, and I think they're going to start making figures in 2027. I know that there's going to be something like a smaller line and then a larger, almost like McFarlane comparable line, but they said there's going to be something in between, so I'm hoping that they kind of continue the DC Universe Classics line. Hopefully I can add those figures to my existing collection, because I have a fuck ton of these guys, and I know the articulation is limited, but the characters they chose, like, there's so many, and I would like to just keep going. I love DC Comics. Love I guess the animated, the movies, not so much. They can't really seem to get it right. Superman was okay. But yeah, I hope that we get more figures that we can, pose and display right next to our DC Universe Classics, kind of a continuation of that line. That would be dope. Get some updates, you know. And then I got Bombshell, Insecticon, Decepticon, Transformer. Love the Insecticons. Heavy on the electrons, something like that. But yeah, Insect, you know, the Wasp, Ant-Man, why not? We'll bring in Bombshell, the Atom. That's a team right there. All right, guys, and Jesus Christ, Hank, what are you doing over there? Hey, man, just chilling. Hank, give me some. Come on, Hank. And here we got a whole squad of Avengers. The team is about, I think, 9 members deep right here. Wanted to break out the big guns. I got a whole bunch of villains for these guys to square off against in the next frame, so stay tuned for that. But we got Hank over here like, oops, I got all stoned and I shrunk the Quinjet. I'm sorry. And Wasp was like, Hank, will you just give me the Quinjet? And Cap is like, God damn you, Hank, thumbs down. I'm gonna have to bang your wife now. And Hawkeye's just like, huh? What's going on? Wonder Man is like, fight, fight, fight. Come on, fight, Hank. Photon is like, yo, Giant Man's tripping. Star Fox says, yes, I agree. Now you want to have sex with me? No thanks. But She-Hulk's like, I will. Star Fox says, I had you last week. And Vision's back here just going, well, I was born yesterday. So, there's a story behind everything. So, yeah, we got a lot of Avengers. Let's bust out these super villains. And we'll get serious just for a minute. And we're gonna wrap it up here real quick, guys. We got the Avengers squaring off against the Masters of Evil, I guess you could say, but I want to call them Team Purple. I just started plucking guys, and I'm like, dang, they all are purple, like every one of them. We got the Dread Knight, which I love this figure. He's part of that Raft set. And I bought him separately because I just thought he was so cool. Super cool looking figure. I love that head sculpt. Old figure, but man, it still stands up. If we got a new one, sure, I'd be cool with that. But damn, this one is nice. This is one that I probably will never sell. It's one of my favorite Marvel Legends figures overall. I really do like it. Despite it having lots of flaws, I just think it's cool. But yeah, Zemo, plenty of purple. That is the Walgreens exclusive. We got the Kang that was separately packed. We got that old ass Batroc. I hope we get a new one on the Vulcan Buck. I think he's deserving of it. I'd love to see an updated Batroc. And well, we got the Grim Reaper, Wonder Man's brother. This is probably one of the older figures that's not a Build-A-Figure, along with the Wrecker. But I think the Reaper here could use an update, as could the Wrecker. I have the whole Wrecking Crew. That set is dope, but I'm feeling, and I just can feel it, that in 2026, I think we're getting a Wrecking Crew 4-pack. So I'm not making any predictions, but if you, if it happens, you heard it here first. So we'll just say it there. I said it first, everybody, me. And then, of course, another guy that needs an update. We got the Build-A-Figure Absorbing Man. Pretty cool figure. I know if they redo it, they'll kind of do it like Sandman, so we'll get less effects, less like cool looking arms, but he does need an update, just like the Sandman. I mean, this is basically the Sandman figure, same legs. Need the update on the Absorbing Man. So who are you picking in this fight? We got what? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 on 9. I don't know. I mean, got some heavy hitters over here with the Wrecker and Absorbing Man. Zemo and Kang are tough. I think everyone else are kind of just lackey style. Batroc is definitely just like a punching bag for Cap. She-Hulk probably takes down Wrecker. Vision's tough. Wonder Man's tough. Star Fox is fucking strong as fuck. Yeah, I think the Avengers got this. And if not, you know that Hank Pym here, well, he could probably end it. Oh. I would have loved to have dug him out of here, but I just don't want to. So he wouldn't fit on the table and be in a good angle for the camera. So I'm just gonna walk on over here to the display. And that's your dose of Giant Man. Here, I'll give you a nice little bird's eye view. So there you have it, guys. Ranking. Let's see here. Cap's not wasting time. He's like, boom. I think this guy here gets a 6. He's not bad. The figure's just dated, old Sunfire buck, nothing special. You know, pinless, of course, that's good. Accessories aren't bad though. Love the lab coat. We got the beakers, alt heads, the mini Quinjet, and a few hands. Would have been nice to get like maybe some power effects with WASP, but I do feel like she is the better looking and the better made figure. Love her alt head. And I love this head as well. So I'm like, I'm just not sure which one I'm gonna have her displayed with. It's a toss-up because I think that she's like, both faces are pretty, but do I want the hair out or do I want the really fucking old school fucking cone head? I don't know. So I think Hank's keeping on the cowl for display. So yeah, I said 6 for him, and then she's getting a 7. I just think she looks great. I like the skirt. Really, like you can do the old school version. You can do kind of the newer school one. I would love to see a WASP from her Secret Wars outfit, you know, and like, look like I can bring out him. You know, we got more green and purple, and that Secret Wars WASP outfit, you know, where like the collar that kind of comes down right above her boobs is shaped like a W. And I remember she's like fucking like, I don't know, like, I don't know if she's messing with Magneto, but she's like flirting with him or whatever. Kind of have that short hair. It reminds me of that Rogue figure that we got with Destiny. You could take that figure and even use the same like head sculpt, but maybe not, because that head sculpt is wickedly horrible looking, but it's kind of the same hairstyle. Maybe give her a prettier face like this, and maybe like throw on the hair mold on top of it and get a Secret Wars WASP. But again, that Rogue, the articulation is horse shit, and I would like something better. So I would like it on a new buck, like the new Psylocke buck. That would be wicked. So there you have it. 7 for the WASP, 6 out of 10 for Hanky Poo. That's gonna be it, guys. I think this was a pretty long one. We'll see when I edit it, but pretty long one. What's coming up? I don't know. Steve Blackman is in the mail, so I think I might do a quick one of this guy, a trooper, just to get him onto the display. Otherwise, Crazy Legs, the female Crimson Guard, maybe Ultimate DDP. We'll see. Hope to see you get there, whatever it may be. We'll check you on the next one, guys. All right, peace.